Hey coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to Coin Collecting, where we dive into the fascinating world of numismatics. Today we're focusing on one of the most iconic coins in American history, the Roosevelt dime. Hi everyone, I'm Unique Old Coins, and in this episode we're going to explore the history, design, and value of the Roosevelt dime. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this video is packed with useful information to help you understand the worth of these dimes in your collection. The Roosevelt dime was first issued in 1946, just a year after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt is remembered for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, and his legacy includes the creation of the March of Dimes, a campaign to fight polio. The dime was designed by John R. Sinnock, the chief engraver of the United States Mint. It features a of Roosevelt on the obverse and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Now, let's talk about the value of these coins. The value of a Roosevelt dime depends on several factors, including its year of mintage, mint mark. We're going to take a deep dive into the Roosevelt dime, a coin that's been a staple in American currency since its introduction in 1946. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, understanding the condition of your coins is crucial for determining their value. Let's break it down. The Roosevelt dime was introduced to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. Roosevelt was also instrumental in the founding of the March of Dimes, a campaign to combat polio which he himself was afflicted by. The dime features a of Roosevelt on the obverse, designed by John R. Sinnock. The reverse side features a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Now, let's move on to what you came here for. The condition of these coin grading is an essential part of numismatics. It involves assessing a coin's condition and assigning it a grade, which significantly affects its value. The most commonly used grading scale in the United States is the Sheldon scale. Using tools like a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe can help you see these. You can see his initials JS just below Roosevelt's neck. This portrait captures Roosevelt's strong and determined demeanor, reflecting his leadership during some of the nation's toughest times. Now, flipping to the reverse side, we have a torch, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the left, representing peace, and an oak branch on the right, symbolizing strength and independence. Together, these elements convey a powerful message of hope and resilience, values that Roosevelt championed throughout his life. The Roosevelt dime has been minted continuously since 1946. Initially, these were made of 90% silver and 10% copper. However, due to the rising cost of silver, a significant change occurred in 1965. The Coinage Act led to the introduction of dimes composed of a copper-nickel clad, consisting of a pure copper core and a layer of copper-nickel alloy. While the basic design has remained largely unchanged, there are a few notable variations. For instance, special proof sets have been produced, showcasing higher quality strikes. And in 1996, a special W mint mark dime was released to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Roosevelt dime. Characteristics. Error coins can also be quite valuable. Look out for doubled dies, off-center strikes, and other minting errors. These can significantly increase the value of a Roosevelt dime. For instance, a 1969 D Roosevelt dime with a doubled die obverse can be worth hundreds of dollars. Condition is another critical factor. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades indicating better condition. Uncirculated or mint state coins, which show no signs of wear, are typically more valuable. A common date Roosevelt dime in condition can be worth around $1 million to $150 million, but rare dates or high-grade specimens can fetch much more. If you're building a collection, consider collecting by year and mint mark. Completing a set of Roosevelt dimes from 1946 to the present can be a rewarding challenge. Plus, having a complete collection can add to the overall value. Whether you're collecting for fun, investment, or both, understanding the value of Roosevelt dimes is essential. Keep an eye out for key dates, mint marks, and errors, and always consider the coin's condition. And whether it has any errors or unique details more clearly. Lighting is also crucial. Natural light or a good lamp can make a big difference. Maintain the condition of your Roosevelt dimes. Proper storage and handling are essential. Here are some tips to help you preserve your coins. Now, let's talk about value. The value of a Roosevelt dime can vary greatly depending on its condition, year, and mint mark. Key dates and rare mint marks can be particularly valuable. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, but its story begins a bit earlier, in 1945. The dime was created to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had passed away in April of that year. Roosevelt was not just a beloved president, he was also a key figure in the fight against polio, a disease that had afflicted him since the 1920s. His association with the March of Dimes, a campaign to combat polio, made the dime a fitting tribute to his legacy. Let's take a closer look at the design of the Roosevelt dime. The obverse, or front, features a portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinnock, the chief engraver of the United States Mint at the time. Minted at the West Point Mint. Collecting Roosevelt dimes can be a rewarding hobby. Whether you're interested in silver dimes from, or the more modern copper-nickel versions, there are plenty of opportunities to find unique and valuable pieces. Key dates and mint marks to look out for include the and 1996 W dimes. Condition, rarity, and historical significance all play a role in a coin's value. Today, the Roosevelt dime remains an essential part of American currency. Despite being a small coin, it holds a rich history and continues to be a symbol of the nation's resilience and progress. From vending machines to everyday transactions, the dime is a constant reminder of the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt and the fight against polio. That wraps up our deep dive into the history of the Roosevelt dime. We hope you enjoyed learning about this remarkable coin as much as we did. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.